a little over 10,600, and we're going to be distributing a $10,000 check next week to his wife at her home. So, that's good. Account's still open, and we'll make another drive in the future. So.
Do you have an update on his condition?
It's pretty much the same unless Ryan's got something else. I mean, it's still great.
He's according to his wife, when I spoke with her last
Thank you for coming out. One thing I'd like to say is I know that John and Griff done everything they could to try to get radar to stay here. Radar is an asset to Alleghany County. I don't care what anybody says. And the reason I say that is because the number of phone calls that I got pertaining to that. You got so many handicapped people that use that bus. And I don't think radar realized what they're putting us in. The people are probably going to end up blaming us for not funding it, as usual. But I've said this before, and I'll say it again, that everybody in Alleghany County, every government in Alleghany County should have to pay for the radar bus because it goes to all the jurisdictions in Alleghany County. And the ladies that called me said, would you please do what you can to keep radar bus here. And I hope that they come back with something that will be favorable for us to try to help it along. But from what I hear from John and Griff, it sounds like that they want to move on to bigger and better places. But we do need a bus service for the elderly people. The elderly people need to travel back and forth to grocery stores the way that we do. And that's the only way that everyone that called me say, Richard, that's the only way I've got to get to the grocery store or get to Walmart. And I told them I understood and I felt for them, but we would do what we could do to try to keep it here. And I think John and Griff has done that. We'll see what happens from here. I thank everybody.
Nice.
Yeah, it's good to see our superintendent here tonight, and Marla with the EDC. Thank y'all for coming. I just want to touch on what John was saying about the road construction out here in the fall. I'm as guilty as everyone else about taking the child to school. We do run a bus service in the county for all the children in the county. I can visualize this place being packed 2 weeks after construction starts out there, with parents coming and screaming about the traffic. Nothing we can do about it. You want business to come in, you got to suffer the consequences a little bit. But we do provide bus service for every child in this county. So I would certainly think about utilizing that bus service as soon as possible before the construction starts. So that's all I got to say.
I'd like to thank everyone for coming out, and I will let Dave know about the broadband because he's been asking me. He had just asked me last week, and I knew Ms. Snedeker had been contacted by Frontier to see if they could park their last spot. So I knew that there were some things going on, so that was a plus. And I called him after leave, but he's gone. He didn't stay for all the meeting, but I appreciated seeing him here tonight because he's a retired pastor with the Methodist Church, and I know he has a lot of health issues. And just to see that he took the time to come out when he did, I'd just like to say a big thank you to him because there's a lot of times when we do not have the pastors that show up that's on the list. So for him to do that, I just wanted to say thanks to him for that. And everyone, please be careful going home.
I attended the VACO Supervisors Summit August 18th and 19th. We had actually 3 of the various state secretaries scheduled to speak. Only 2 of them actually spoke. The Secretary of Technology was not able to be there, but we had Health and Human Services and Homeland Security. We had presentations on broadband, the opioid epidemic, the Chesapeake Bay update, their midpoint assessment time to see how it's going, community resiliency, and Zika and cyber risk to communities. So it was pretty interesting, a lot of good information. I attended the reception for Jim Campbell, who is the longtime VACO Executive Director who just retired June 30th. And then attended the Health and Human Resources Steering Committee, and we're beginning work on the legislative priorities for 2017, which will probably be sort of ever-changing and evolving with the budget announcements that keep coming out. So anyway, it was a good summit and informational. And if you have any questions, I'd be glad to share more information with you if you'd like. And thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Carter.
I just ditto everything everyone else has said. One thing I want to touch on, Griff, I want to thank you and John for the Community Planning Academy, for pursuing that. I think that's a great idea. The other thing I wanted to bring to it some attention to is I've been asked by residents in the Falling Spring area and Callahan area about the possibilities of extending our public water. That'll be a topic for the future, but I want to put that in the works. Seeing some customers out that way are looking for alternatives other to well. Again, everyone have a safe, I guess, month until we see you next time.
Very welcome School Economic Development. Clifton Ford is here, represented here tonight.